Students, in part 8 video we are now, I hope you all understood. In part 7 video we have seen about angle bisector theorem and converse of angle bisector theorem. I hope you all understood that both the theorems, isn't it? Okay. Now we are in this part 8 video we are going to do the exercise 4.2 8 problem. Okay, in exercise 4.2 we are going to start from 8 problem. Okay, before we have completed up to 7 problem, now we are going to start from 8 problem. Students, from 8 problem onwards we are going to use the angle bisector theorem concepts in problem. Clear all of you? Now we'll see the 8th question. In triangle ABC, AD is the bisector of A. Okay, in triangle ABC. Okay, in triangle ABC, AD is the bisector of angle A, meeting side BC at D. Okay, if AB equal to 10 centimeter, AC equal to 14 centimeter, and BC equal to 6 centimeter, find BD and DC. We want to find what are the two values we want to find? We want to find BD and DC. Clear all of you? So now according to the question we have to draw the diagram. Now in question what they are saying, in triangle ABC, I have drawn one triangle. In that AD is the bisector of angle A. So I have drawn one bisector AD. Okay, when we are drawing that line should has to meet BC at D, they have told. So BC it meeting at one point, it is at D. So they have given AB side value is 10, then AC side they have given 14, BC means from ear to ear full length we have given 6. But whether they have given this BD, this of value, no, X. So suppose if you are keeping this value as X means the remaining value will be what? You have to subtract the whole length from this 6 minus X is DC value. Clear? This is the same concept we have done in part 6 video 1 problem. Isn't it? If they gave full value and you know the first value, if you are taking X means the remaining value of you have to write. You have to subtract from whole value to the smallest part. So 6 minus X you have to write here. Clear students? Clear? Okay. Now if you had both the value X plus 6 minus X, what you will get? X plus 6 and minus X will get cancelled. So remaining we are getting as such 6. According to that you have to take. Clear? X you have to take 6 minus X. So if we had totally we have to get 6. Now we will go for the proof. Now we have taken let BD equal to X, DC equal to 6 minus X. Now in angle bisector theorem, what we have proved now? In angle bisector theorem, what we have proved? What we have proved? Internal bisector of a triangle divides the opposite side internally in the ratio of the corresponding side containing the angle we have proved. Which means what? That is a statement of angle bisector theorem. So which means what? AB divided by, clear, AB, here I am explaining, AB divided by AC is equal to, first we are writing this side, AB divided by AC, okay, is equal to this BD divided by DC. Clear? That only we have proved in angle bisector theorem. Isn't it? If they have given AD is the bisector, they have given in the question itself. So if AD is the bisector means we can write AB divided by AC is equal to BD divided by DC. Clear all of you? We all know the value of AB is what? AB length is what? 10, AC length is 14, BD length is we have taken as X and DC value is X, 6 minus X. The next step what we will do? We will do the cross multiplication. Before going cross multiplication, 10 and 14 will go in same table. What table? It will go in 2 table. So if you cancel 10 with 2 table and 14 with 2 table, what we will get? Now if you cancel 10 by 14 means 10 will go in 2 table 5 times, 14 will go to 2 table 7 times. So I can write 5 by 7 equal to X divided by 6 minus X. The next step what we are doing, we have to do the cross multiplication. So students, if you see here, 5 into 6 minus x equal to 7 into x. I have done here cross multiplication. Then here we have to multiply, take this 5 to each term. 5 into 6 is what? 30. 5 6 are 30. Then 5 into x is what? 5x equal to 7x. Here also we are having 5x. Here also we are having 7x. Both are like term, isn't it? So we have to take this 5x to that side, means what will happen? It will become minus. If goes that side, what will happen? Plus 5x. Clear all of you? Plus 5x. So 30 is equal to 7x. This side comes means what? Plus 5x. 30 is equal to 7 plus 5 is what? 12. 12x. Then 30 divided by this 12 comes equal to x. When you are dividing 30 with 12, we will get x is equal to, what answer we will get? X is equal to 2.5. Clear? Next step, if you see here, we want to find the value of BD. BD we have taken there in diagram part x. So BD equal to x is equal to 2.5 centimeter. The next value we want to find is what? DC. DC what they have taken here. DC equal to 6 minus x. 6 minus x value what we have found now? 2.5. So subtract 6 minus 2.5. See, I have done here. 6 means what? 6.0 you have to consider 2.5. So if you are subtracting 10 minus 5 is 5. You have to borrow here. We will get 5 here. So 5 minus 2 is what? 3. So we are getting DC value is 3.5 centimeter. So now we have found BD value is 2.5 centimeter and DC value is 3.5 centimeter. Our problem is over. Clear all of you? Only we have to use angle bisector theorem concept. Then we have to substitute the value. We have to do the cross multiplication. Then we have to find the x value. All of you understand? Next we are going to see the 9th question. Students, we are in part 8 video. In part 8 video, we are going to continue the exercise 4.2 9th problem. Clear all of you? Now, check whether AD is a bisector of angle A of triangle ABC in each of the following. 9th question, we are having the 2 subdivision. Okay, I have proved this side one subdivision and this side the another subdivision. Now, first subdivision we will see, students. We want to prove, check whether AD is a bisector of angle A. How we have to check is, we will see now. Given, okay, what they have given in the question, that I have written as given and I have drawn the diagram. Okay, now how we have to draw in this angle bisector theorem or diagram should be, AB side they have given 5, AC side they have given 10, BD they have given 1.5, DC is they have given 3.5. Now, angle bisector theorem, what we have proved, students? We have proved AB, this side, AB divided by AC equal to BD divided by DC. We have proved, isn't it? Now, we know the value of AB is what? 5. We know the value of AC is 10 equal to 1.5 equal to BD value what they have given? 1.5. DC value they have given 3.5. Clear all of you? Then here both the side what? 5 by 10. 5 by 10 will go in same table, isn't it? But here 1.5, 3.5 we are having. After decimal one number, denominator also after decimal one number. So we can multiply with what? Both the numerator and denominator. We can multiply with 10, isn't it? See students, I have multiplied both the numerator and denominator with 10. So that side I am writing as such, 5 by 10 equal to 1.5 into 10 is what? 15 divided by, similarly 3.5 into 10 is what? 35. Clear? Then in 5 table how many times 10, 5? 10 will go, it will go by 1 by 2. Isn't it? 1 times are 5, 2 5s are 10. Similarly, in 15 and 35 will go in same table, isn't it? What table it will go? 5 table. In 15, 5 table it will come 3 times, 35 will come 7 times. Okay, now okay students, now see here, if you cancel here 1 we are getting, here 2 we are getting, here 3 by 7. Whether 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 7? No, it is not equal. If both the sides are not if we are not getting equal means, then we have to write AD is not a bisector of angle A. Clear students? If you are getting equal means you have to write AD is a bisector of angle A. Since you are getting not equal, we have to write AD is not the bisector of angle A. The same model we are going to do the second subdivision. See, I have written the given, I have drawn the diagram and I have placed the values. Now by angle bisector theorem, I have written AB divided by AC is equal to BD divided by DC. I have applied the values. Now if you see here 4 by 6 we are having equal to BD value we are having 1.6, DC value we are having 2.4. Here also after decimal we are having one number, after decimal one number we are having. So we have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by what? 10. Students, if you multiply 1.6 into 10, what we will get? We will get 16. Similarly, 2.4 into 10 is we will get 24. So 4 and 6 will go in same table. What? 2 table. In 2 table 4 how many times? 2 times. In 2 table 6 how many times? 3 times. So write here 2 by 3. 16 and 24 will go in same table. What table is that? 8 table. In 8 table how many times 16 will come? 8 2s are 16. In 8 table how many times 24 will come? 3 times. So 8 3s are 24. So 2 by 3 I have written. This side also we have got 2 by 3 and this side also we have got 2 by 3. So therefore AD is the bisector of angle A we have to write. Clear students? Ninth question is very simple and important, 2 marks. Clear? Next we will see about the 10th question. Students, in part 8 video, we are going to continue the same exercise 4.2, which is now 10th question. We will see the question now. In figure, angle QPR equal to 90 degree, comma, PS is it bisector. If ST, if like this line, if there means ST is perpendicular. Okay, this line represent what is, if like this line if we are writing means, this means perpendicular. Okay, so ST is perpendicular to PR. Prove that ST into PQ plus PR equal to PQ into PR. We want to prove that. Clear students? Now we will see the diagram. What they have given in the diagram, in your question itself they have given the diagram. They have given the angle P is 90 degree. Similarly the angle T is perpendicular. Okay, this line ST is perpendicular to PR. Clear all of you? Now when it is perpendicular, we want to prove that ST into PQ plus PR equal to PQ into PR we want to prove. Clear students? Now we will go for the solution. In triangle PQR, okay, now we are taking the full triangle now. PQR, the whole triangle we are taking. In that, the PS is the bisector of angle P. Okay. By angle bisector theorem. If PS is bisector means immediately what we have to think about? Angle bisector theorem. We are writing by angle bisector theorem. How can we write angle bisector theorem? PQ divided by PR is equal to QS divided by SR. Isn't it? In angle bisector theorem, first we will write the both the side. Then only we will write the remaining part. Okay, how will you write? PQ divided by PR equal to QS divided by SR. Because we are taking the full triangle PQR, in that PS is the bisector. So bisector means how we have to write? PQ divided by PR is equal to QS divided by SR. Now this PQ divided by PR, this side we have to write as such. Okay, now instead of this QS, now you listen students, this full length QR, this full length QR is equal to, how can we write now? QS plus SR we can write, isn't it? This full length QR we can write as QS plus SR we can write, isn't it? But from this we need only QS. So what we'll do now? We'll write this QR, then this SR if comes this side, what will happen? Minus SR. Isn't it? I hope you are understanding. Isn't it? QR is equal to QS plus SR. But we need only QS. You keep that QS at that side itself. You bring this SR alone to this side means this plus will become what? Minus. So now what we have got? QS answer is QR minus SR. Isn't it? So apply this here. Q is equal to, now what answer we are having? QR minus SR. So write QR minus SR divided by write the same SR. Clear? Then after this denominator SR you apply to the both here and as well as to the this term. QR divided by SR in between minus sign, so minus sign. SR divided by SR. Clear now? All of you are clear? Now, the next step what we are doing? Here also we are having SR and here also we are having SR. So, cancel that SR. So, if you are cancelling, what we will get? This side I am writing PQ divided by PR, I am writing equal to QR divided by SR minus, both will get cancelled, what we will get? 1. So, I have written minus 1. Clear students? The next step, if this minus 1 if goes that side, what will happen? Plus 1. So PQ divided by PR plus 1 equal to QR divided by SR. Up to this all of you are clear students? Next, since we don't have denominator, consider the denominator we are having as 1. So next step what we will do? We will do the cross multiplication, isn't it? PQ into 1 is PQ. Plus PR into 1 is PR divided by PR into 1 is PR. Clear? I have done here cross multiplication. 1 into PQ is PQ. PR into 1 is PR. P divided by PR. Equal to this side I am writing QR divided by SR. Okay. Now I am marking this as equation 1. Up to this we have proved. Okay. Using angle bisector theory. Next we are taking the two triangles. The first triangle is PQR. Okay, the next triangle I am taking is TSR. Clear all of you? First I am taking the PQ full triangle I am taking. Then I am taking in the TSR, the small portion alone I am taking. Now students, when you are seeing the both the triangle, here also the angle P is what? 90 degree. Okay, in the question itself they have given 90 degree. Then in the T they have given T also 90 degree. So we can write angle P is equal to angle T is equal to 90 degree we can write. Then if you are seeing the both the triangle, which angle is commonly we are having? From this angle, from this triangle we are having commonly R, and here also from this triangle we are having R. So which means R is equal to what we can write in the bracket? Common angle. Now we are going for the similarity criterion. Similarity criterion we have learned in the introduction part, and in part 1 video we have learned about the similarity criterion, isn't it? Based on the similarity criterion, now we have proved two angles are equal. So by AA criterion we can say that triangle PQR is similar to triangle TSR. Clear students all of you? By using what criterion we are using now? By AA criterion, because angle P is equal to angle T equal to 90 degree, angle R equal to angle R equal to common angle. So by using AA angle, this also angle, this also angle. By angle criterion we are saying triangle PQR is similar to triangle TSR. Clear? Now when you are writing this triangle PQR, you have to write correctly. See, here P is 90 degree, isn't it? The first value is P 90 degree. Similarly here T I have to write because T is 90 degree, isn't it? Suppose if you are writing PQR and you are writing here instead of TSR, if you are writing STR, means that is wrong. Here students, wrong means you cannot able to write directly from this. So you according to that only you have to write here. Here P is 90 degree and T is 90 degree, and we are saying R and R are equal. So here in R in where 1, 2, 3. In third place we are having R. Here should also 1, 2, 3. In third place we have to be R. Here according to that only you have to write the triangle. Then only you can write easily the corresponding sides of proportion. Clear? So I am taking the first PQ divided by here TS. Clear? So I can write by PQ divided by TS equal to next to QR divided by SR. Clear? Only if you are writing this two correctly, then you can write this easily from this. Suppose if you are writing wrong this, then you will get this also wrong. So you have to write the triangle. If P is equal, then similarly P is equal to what, that you have to write first. Similarly R is equal to R. So that you have to write in between that alphabet you have to write. Clear? So we have got now PQ divided by TS is equal to QR divided by SR. Mark this as equation 2. Now compare equation 1 and 2. See, both the right hand side we are having same. QR divided by SR, QR divided by SR. I have told you many times, isn't it? If both the right hand sides are equal, we have to leave that and you have to consider both the left hand side. Isn't it? So here the left hand side is PQ plus PR divided by PR is equal to, here the left hand side is PQ divided by TS. The next step what we are doing? We are just multiplying, we are just cross multiplying. Okay? I am taking this to this side and I am taking this to this side. So if I am taking PQ into PR into TS equal to PQ into PR. Clear students? But if you see here ST we are having friend. So bring TS and ST as same. So bring this ST here friend. ST into this, right, PQ plus PR you write as such. ST into PQ plus PR is equal to, you write this as such, PQ into PR. Now see what we have to prove. ST into we are having PQ plus PR equal to PQ into PR into PQ into equal to PQ into PR. Hence proved. Clear students, all of you? I hope you all understood this 10th question. Isn't it? This is also very simple question. Go through the video 1 or 2 times. You will be very clear about this. In exercise 4.2, still we have only another problem. 11th question. We will see the 11th question now. Students, in part 8 video, we are going to see the 11th question. Okay. Now, ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AB equal to AD. The bisector of angle BAC and CAD intersect the sides BC and CD at points E and F respectively. Prove that EF is parallel to BD. What we have to prove? We have to prove EF is parallel to BD. Clear? Now I will explain. They have not given the diagram. We have to draw the diagram. See how we have to draw the diagram is A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. First you draw the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means how many sides we will have? 4 sides. A, B, C, D. I have drawn the quadrilateral in which AP is equal to AD we have given. So I have drawn one line, which means this line and this line are equal. They have given in the question. The bisector of BAC. See this triangle BAC, this triangle. The bisector of BAC and CAD. CAD means what? CAD. This off and this off. Intersect the side BC and CD at the point E and F. Which means what? In BC side, the point intersect point is what? E. In CD side, the intersect point is what? F. Clear all of you? So, in the triangle, see, in the triangle, what they have given? BAC, in the angle BAC, the bisector is what? From E, we are drawing the bisector. Clear all of you? Similarly, in this side, CAD, we are drawing E is the bisector. We have to prove that EF is this line. We have to prove this line. EF is parallel to BD. Clear all of you? Now, we will write what is given. What is given? AB equal to AD they have given. Okay. Now, in triangle BAC. Okay. First, we are taking in a triangle BAC. Okay. This off. First off we are taking. In that, what is the bisector? AE is the bisector of angle A. Okay, first off we are taking, they have given BAC. So we are taking in a triangle BAC. They have told that AE is the bisector of angle A. So if bisector comes immediately, we will go for what theorem? Angle bisector theorem. See students, I have drawn that triangle alone separately. A here, B here, C here, and then E. Okay, so A is the bisector of angle A. We have written, isn't it? If by angle bisector theorem, how we will write? AB divided by AC. We have written, see, AB divided by AC equal to BE divided by EC. We will write, isn't it, by angle bisector theorem. First we will write the first two sides, then the last third side we will write in the partition. So AB divided by AC is equal to BE divided by EC. Mark that as equation 1. Here, next we are taking the another side. We are given CAD, isn't it? So we are taking the remaining. First we have taken this off. Now we are taking the remaining this off. CAD, this triangle we are taking. Clear? So I have taken CAD. In that, AF is the what? Bisector of angle A. This line is the bisector. So you see that triangle I have drawn separately. Here A is there also A. C, D, F. So AF is the bisector of angle A. By angle bisector theorem. Again how we will write? We will write the first two sides. What are the first two sides? AD divided by, okay, see in this triangle we have written first AB. We all know AB is equal to AD. So if we are taking AB, then this side only you have to start, because AB is equal to AD. No? So AD divided by AC is equal to down portion DF divided by FC. Clear all of you? How we are writing, all of you are clear? AD divided by this of AD divided by AC, DF divided by FC. Okay. Now if you see here, AD we are having, but in the question they have given, instead of AD what we can write? AD is equal to AB, isn't it? So instead of this AB I am circled. See here, instead of this AB I have changed now AB. Clear all of you? In the question they have given AD value is AB. So in the place of AD I am substituting here AB. Clear all of you? In down portion I am having AC equal to, I am writing DF divided by FC as such. Clear? This I have marked as equation 1 and this I am marking as equation 2. Clear how this in this place we have got AB? Because in question they have given, instead of AD we have to put AB. We can substitute AB. So in the place of AD I am writing here AB. Now if you are seeing from 1 and 2, both the left hand sides are equal. Okay, I have told you many times, if any one side is equal, leave that side. Remaining side you take down, isn't it? So you leave both the left hand side and take the remaining right hand side. What here we are having? BE divided by EC. Here what we are having? DF divided by FC. Okay, now we are taking reciprocal on both sides. So if we take reciprocal, this denominator part, what will happen? It will go to the numerator. So EC will become what? CE, BE will become EB equal to CF divided by FD. We will get, isn't it? So now we are taking the reciprocal. Now what we are getting? EC, EB, CF, this will come FD. Now see here. Now by converse of Thales theorem, we are proving that EF is parallel to BD. How we are proving here? Here I am taking, now we want to prove in this question is what? This BD is parallel to EF. Isn't it? So this part of the triangle of this of CBD. Okay, you consider this triangle, students, CBD. I have drawn this separately. You see here, I have drawn here. Okay, we want to prove that this portion is parallel to this portion BD, isn't it? For that, if the corresponding sides are divided in the same ratio, then the two lines are what? Parallel, isn't it? That only we have proved here. CE divided by EB. What we have proved? CE divided by EB is equal to CF divided by FD. which means what? The corresponding sides divides in the same ratio. Then obviously these two lines are what? Parallel. That we have proved in converse part, isn't it? So by converse of Thales theorem, we can say that this EF is parallel to BD. Hence proof. That only we want to prove. In question what they are asking, prove that EF is parallel to BD. So in parallel, in which theorem we have proved? In converse part. So in converse part, what they are saying, if the corresponding sides divides in the same ratio, then it is what? The two lines are what? Parallel. So we are proving that the corresponding side divides in the same ratio first. Then we are saying that the EF is parallel to BD. Clear all of you? This 11th question. I hope you all understand up to this 11th question. Next, you are going to get your assignment. Student, with this our exercise 4.2 is over. In this 4.2 exercise, we have seen four theorem. Okay, what is the first theorem? We have seen about BPT. BPT means what? Basic proportionality theorem, or we can sometimes they will ask you question about Thales theorem. Okay, then we have seen about the converse of Thales theorem. Then we have seen angle bisector theorem. Then converse of angle bisector theorem. Based on the four theorem, we have worked out the problems. Up to 1 to 11 question we have completed in exercise 4.2. Next, you are going to get your assignment. Do the assignment correctly with good handwriting. Copy the notes regularly. Keep your classwork with good presentation. You'll see the assignment now.